and I recently purchased some new makeup. It's a little palette, and I love it. So I wanted to share it with you guys and do a little review. Okay, so it is called the Bobbi Brown Pretty Powerful Palette, and it's one of her new spring palettes. There's also a palette called Pretty. It's just the Pretty palette, and the Pretty palette is a little more neutral, less, I guess, looks like you're not really wearing makeup colors. And the Pretty Powerful, the colors are a little richer, but they're all kind of in the neutral type family. So here is the Pretty palette. So the colors that I have on right now are colors that I put on this morning for the day look. So I'm just going to walk you through those. I just did my own powder and bronzer, and then I did just a dab of the blush, and I did this matte peachy color eyeshadow, which I believe is Burnished Rose, and then the Navajo, which is the highlighter, on the top. And then I just took the darker, which is the Chocolate Caviar, and I used that with a little eyeliner brush, and I lined the upper part of my eye and just a tad bit in the corners here. And then I used the just the clear gloss up at the top, and I used some of the glitter gloss in the middle just to highlight my upper lips a little bit. And that's all I did for my day look. I really love this because it's great. You can throw it in your purse, and the only extra things that you need are really your mascara and your powder. But it's great for on the go, and it easily takes you from day to night. And you can do a lot with these colors. So now I'm going to try to walk you guys through steps how you can make the day look into a night look using the same palette. Okay, so first, I would probably just blot my face a little bit or freshen up with some powder. And then I'm going to take the compact, and I'm going to use the shimmer color, which is, it's called Banished. No, I'm sorry, it's a shimmer wash. Then I'm going to use the shimmer color, and it's actually called Rose Gold. And I'm going to put this over the base of my eye. Get it in the corner good so it kind of just gives you an extra little kick. And the brush I'm using is the Chanel No. 11. I have all different brushes from all different makeup brands. Okay, then next I'm going to try to kind of make this a little bit of a smoky eye. I'm going to take this chocolate color, it's called Chocolate Caviar, and I'm going to use like an angled blending type brush. This is just one from Sephora. It's just a kind of a little angled, if you can see it. And I'm going to start in the outer part of the eye and just kind of blend it in. Okay, and then, so it doesn't look so scary as you can see right now. And also, look how I just focused it on the outer part of my eye. I didn't bring it all the way into the corner, just from like the middle and to the outer part. But although I've put it on there, I still need to like blend it in. So to blend it in, I'm going to take the color that I wore for my daytime look. It's just a base eyeshadow, which is the Banished Rose. And I'm going to kind of use this as a blending color to blend the smoky eye. And you have to do it really lightly. So the trick is to make sure this is just blended in really well. You don't want to see like a big chunky line, but you want it to be darker and just kind of naturally float out to the corners of your eyes. Okay. Okay, and then for the final step, I'm going to take the white color, which is called Navajo, and I'm going to use it as a highlighter. Just kind of get it up underneath your brow bone. Then I still take a little bit of the highlighter and I put it kind of in the corners of my eyes just a little bit. And underneath. And to do that, I was using the Bobbi Brown Essentials Eye Blender. This is a great brush if you need a brush to use as a highlighter or just for blending. Highly recommend it. Okay, and when I'm done with that, I take a little eyeliner brush, and this one is the Chanel No. 4. And I just kind of slightly dip it in the chocolate caviar, which is the dark color, the dark brown. And I'm just going to start on the outside and slowly swing it across my eyelash. And just always start on the outside and work your way in toward the nose. And I'm kind of giving it a little swoop up here on the end. And just try to get as close to the eyelash as you can, because that's going to make it look a little more natural, and it's going to make your eyelashes look a little thicker. It's not going to look like you just gobbed on some heavy eyeliner. And then I'm going to outline my bottom eye underneath also. And then one trick is at the end, just kind of swing your line out a little bit just to give it some flair for nighttime. And kind of try to meet them in the corner. And another trick that I recently learned is you can get these anywhere, but you need to get a waterproof one. Just get a waterproof eyeliner, and this is a great trick for night to kind of spaz up your look. And you basically take the upper part of your eye and line the white part up underneath. See how I'm going like up underneath my lash line? And that's why you have to have a waterproof liner. And this is one from Trish McAvoy. I really, really like it. It's waterproof. It's a little more expensive, but I think if you're going to use something this close to your eye and that's going to be like up next touching your eyeball, I wouldn't use a cheap product. I would save my money to get a nice product for this little trick. I mean, if you're just using regular eyeliner, you could go to the drugstore or whatever. But if you're going to do this, I would make sure to get something that's like hypoallergenic and waterproof, and it's going to be like a more all-natural or better product. I don't know if you can see the difference in this eye's done and this eye's not. But I think that's a really cool trick. Okay, so now that this eye's done, I'm just going to go ahead and slap on a little bit of mascara. And there is your nighttime eye look. I'm going to go ahead and finish this on the other eye, and then I'll follow up with the cheeks and the gloss. Okay, so now that my eyes are finalized with the night look, I'm going to apply some blush. And this blush is called Plum. And in the other palette that's called the Pretty palette, the blush isn't this bright or strong. It's a lighter blush. So this blush is pretty dark. It could even be used on dark or African American type skin tones. So use this with caution. It just takes a little. A little goes a long way. I just have a flat brush here. This is actually a Bare Minerals called Heavenly Face. And I'll just barely dab it. And I'll just take it to the apples in my cheeks and just do a little circular motion. So there we go with the blush. And normally, because I don't know how it looks on camera, I guess it doesn't look as dark, but in person I have some serious eye makeup going on. Excuse me. So I wouldn't do some crazy lip. I would probably just do like the glitter lip color, which is the one in the middle. Right there. I would just put that on and try to keep the lip kind of neutral. And I'm just using just some lip brush from Walgreens. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to wipe this off and show you guys what the actual lip color looks like. Okay, so the actual lip color is called Powerful Pink, and it's this color right here. I'm just going to start out using my finger. And it's a really pretty pink color. Not too pink, not too red, and not too fuchsia. And then I'm going to use the lip brush and try to fill it in a little. So this is the actual lip color. And next I'm going to take the glitter color, which is the center color. Right there. And I'm going to just highlight my upper lip and then the middle of my lower lip. And here you go. This is the finished product. And as you saw when I started the video, it was the day look. And this is the night look. And it's all done with the same palette. And if you don't like these colors, or you like colors that are a little lighter or more shimmery, I would suggest to get the Pretty palette. Or especially if you're very, very fair skin, or maybe you're not like me and you just really don't like that much makeup. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this review, and if you're looking for a new fun palette for summer, you should definitely check this out. Thanks so much for watching.